Well, the Pope wants young people to put down their phones during dinner time. Pope Francis said, when we're at the table, when we're speaking to others on our telephones, it's the start of war because there's no dialogue. Now, this was in Italian. We translated it.
So you never know.
Someone translated it.
Never know.
He's calling on young people to participate in family meals instead of texting through them. All right, so Kim, you hear this.
Start
Texting
a war.
on your phone is war. What do you think?
Honestly, I appreciate this. Anybody who's been in a relationship, which is all of us, you know that when things start to break down, it always starts with lack of communication. When you stop talking to each other, just about anything. And I don't know if that's where he was going when he said it's the start of war, but in this day and age, it's hard enough to get families around a dinner table for a period of time to sit and talk and not be distracted and not have to run off to this event or that activity. So yeah, if you're sitting down, take advantage of that time and talk to each other.
Jason, resident Catholic, do you like the Pope's message here?
I do. We have family. I feel very lucky that we have family dinner almost every night. And the kids can't have their phones or their devices, and I'm only allowed to take photos of food. And then the phone goes away.
if they've got
There's
a
a small, I'm allowed to take a photo of
It's your
food.
job.
It's
Yeah.
my job, exactly.
Okay.
But I think it does, sometimes it can be useful to have a religious or spiritual leader, whether it's the Pope, whether it's the Dalai Lama, saying something from a position of looking globally and saying, are we talking to each other? More importantly, are we listening enough?
Yep.
And I think there's value to that. I do.
There have been all sorts of studies on the benefits of family meals, not just communication, but also health. There's a lower risk of obesity as adults if kids are having these family meals together. And communication, improved vocabulary, things like that as well. So I think it's a good idea. And just the idea that the Pope puts forward of saying that it's the start of war when there is no dialogue. I do understand that larger idea of just saying one of our biggest problems in the world is simply not understanding where another side is coming from, and taking that time to talk about it maybe can prevent things like war, even starting on a smaller scale like your kitchen table.
Well, I'm going to send a lot of texts
right now
during your weather forecast.
As long as you have a snack to make it a meal, it'll be good.
It'll be fine.